In this video, we are going to show you how to remove the speedometer cluster from a Porsche 911 Carrera 2003. The instruction is very simple. The tools that you need to remove the cluster is a Torx screw head size T20 plus the dashboard removal tool. The first thing you do, you pop the hazard switch. Everything is already loose, and then you pop out the microphone cover, and then you will be able to see through the hole the screws, the size T20 Torx, one on each side. Once you remove those Torx head screw, you can pop the cluster cover. And we already disconnected the plug for the back of the cluster, so that's why it came out easily. So the only thing you need after you lift up the cluster cover, you have to disconnect the connectors. And in order to disconnect the connector, this is how the connector they look like. You have to press the tab in, and then you flip the tab over the connector. Both of them. There are three of them actually. There are the three connectors. Once you disconnect those connectors, then you can take the cluster out. And to disassemble the cluster from the dashboard cover, there are two screws, one on each side. Once you remove those two covers, then you can pop up the dashboard, the cluster cover. It just pops out. We already disconnected connectors for the back of the cluster. There are three of them, and the connector, they look like this. You just have to press the tab in and then roll over the plastic clip. That's how it comes out. And once you disconnected those plugs, then you can remove the cover. And the cluster has two screws, one on each side. They're the same size as the size T20. You get those screws out, then you can disassemble the cluster from the dashboard cover. And here you go. So that's the cluster. And usually the common problem with this cluster is the needles starts moving around, or they stops working. Usually it happens at the same time, or the LCD goes bad. And if you need any repair for this cluster, the common problem with this cluster, the needles start erratic movement, so they just jump around, or they stop working, or the oil pressure does not move around, or the LCD in the center goes out or gets dim. So if you need any repair for this cluster, you can send it to High Tech Electronic Services in Van Nuys, California, 818-785-8085.